consumers always have an emotional link with the brands that they trust and they love. Right? And we've seen that over 176 years. And the question for us is, what could potentially be the link with the corporate brand? So the brand that brings you Crest and Pampers and Pantene, the brands that you love and you trust and you use every single day, what value can be created by connecting the consumer with the parent brand and therefore connecting all of those brands together under one umbrella? So that's the question we ask, what value you can create. Now I think the other dynamic, of course, is today we live in a much more transparent world where consumers are genuinely invested and interested in who lies behind the brand. Right? So you take those two dynamics together, it makes sense to explore that and create hypotheses that you can test and try and understand what value you can create in the consumer's mind that may have an impact on how they think about your company, either as an investor or as a consumer of your products. Today, consumers have such a bewildering access to information. You think back 15, 20 years ago, how would you find out about something? Well, you might be fortunate to know somebody that works for that company. You could call them up, arrange a meeting and ask them. You might go to the library, do some research. If you were sufficiently motivated to do that, you might troll through media cuttings. Today, one mouse click. One mouse click and you can connect to the company, you can understand everything about that company, and through a social network, you can understand what people think about that company. So the perception that they have, and we're one click away. So staying close to them, understanding how those shifts in behavior are occurring, those shifts in perception, absolutely critical. I think it's an ever-moving process. I think the first question you can ask is, why? Why do you want to create a corporate brand equity? What value do you create? And you've got to think about it from the audiences you're trying to address, because it's not one single audience. You've got to think about all the audiences that are strategically important to your business. So from the consumers that use them, to the investors and shareholders, the employees, the prospective employees, all of them are key audiences. So what does the brand mean, the corporate brand mean to those individuals, and what difference would it make? So answer those questions first, because then I think you get a strategic game plan to understand how you build that corporate brand.